Right. How I work is I link in with your signature crystal, just feel the energy there. And these cards here are what's coming up for you over the next 12 months. I call a spade, okay? I say it just the way that it is. These 3 cards here are your spirit cards. They're what's coming out for you spiritually. You can't change this. It's the lessons that they're trying to teach you or what they're trying to show you. So if you're going through repetitive patterns or doing the same things all over again, you'll find that these cards keep coming up constantly for you. That's it. Your date of birth I only use here to clarify where you are on your journey, where your spiritual journey is. And this shows here a lot of hassles, a lot of challenges going on around you at this moment in time. I feel like packing my bags and running away and clearing off and saying I don't want nobody to find me and nobody to know where I am. You know that's not going to really happen. You are much happier and better when you work from your own quarters. So you should find work or do things that you work from home, or do things where that you have a place that makes you feel really secure. Because you've got one of the biggest and best imaginations that anybody has sat at my table with today. Your mind goes off in different places and explores different areas. So to be tied up and be around boring people that you can't stand the sight of, that you seem to be stuck with at this moment in time, because it feels like you're in a power struggle. Like other people are trying to control you and tell you what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing, and what they think is best for you and what you know is actually best for you. But you don't seem to be able to stand up for yourself unless you flip, unless you go and burst a blood vessel. Because sometimes you can be a stroppy old devil, no matter what you like to think. You might try to sit there and look at perfect as perfect, but you and I know better that you've got a fuse there, that you hate it when you blow a blood vessel, but that's the way that it's been feeling, that you're not being able to breathe or being able to give any space. But when it comes down to it, and it's something that you don't explore enough, you're such a loving, caring person. When somebody just gets you or has the time to understand you, but because there are so many restrictions around you, it's making it much harder for you to be with somebody that really does understand you. So you have very few friends that you really trust. Yeah, but what? You're so bleeding particular. It's not surprising, because you would rather have friends than you would lots of acquaintances. And so by having people that you let into your heart and soul and trust is an amazing place to be, because you don't give it away lightly. My God, you're meant to be like a woman and throw it out there and love everybody, but you're not. Because you say that you've been hurt and let down so many times here, and people don't seem to recognise that you are so in touch with your feminine side. So you are overly sensitive and caring. You do see the world as a really confusing and hard place, and that's why people have found it very easy to hurt you and to let you down and to disappoint you. But what they've wanted to do is control you. And that's what this battle seems to be about. I need to control your own mind and do your own stuff. You're very talented with your hands, but you're much more talented with your head. But you feel confused with it at this moment in time. So it's like your head and your heart are not working from the same page here. Now there can be some medical issues and some medical things going on. It's just because my body and the way that it feels inside, it feels like it's rushing around and I'm doing 100 miles per hour, and I try to want to slow it down a little bit so I have time to think. But then when you do, you end up losing your energy or your natural zestiness that you have. So there seems to be so many things here suppressing you, suppressing your thoughts and your ideas. But, as I said, you're about to let somebody else into your life, and somebody else that you trust. And so you're about to take things now to the next level.
So as a girlfriend?
As a girlfriend relationship, somebody very close, you're about to. Because as I said, now you're going to be motivated and determined to just say to yourself, you know, I deserve better. I deserve this. What am I waiting for? you're waiting for to build, to get your head and your heart right, and so that they're fixed together. Because as soon as your head thinks, "Ooh, they're nice," all of a sudden your bleeding head turns around and goes, "Well, they'll only let you down, and they'll only do this, and oh, they look like high maintenance, and they look like..." But you want to give your heart a chance. When your heart has a chance, it turns that bleeding head off of yours, and then yes, you can work and you can do other things with it. But like I said, you're amazing and talented when you work from home. It's just that you need to be in your own space or somewhere where you can think for yourself and do things, but do it when somebody next to you really loves you and really wants to be with you and shares that. So, I keep getting a monthly subscription. Do you subscribe to a magazine, or do you... I can't even say the word. Tell I'm not used to using it. Do you pay for a magazine every month? Okay, because it seems to be to do with moaning about something that I pay every month. So with this, pay for a dating site, do you? Okay, perfect. So I seem to be, let me just say what I'm going to say, okay, because you might be able to make sense of it. I seem to be moaning about something that I pay for every month. And the person, or not necessarily monthly, you can just pay for it and it's like an ongoing thing. If you want to stop, you can. And you seem to be moaning about it. And then once you moan about it, you either pick up the phone or you must speak to them, because all of a sudden there's a conversation that I'm having and I end up liking the person that I'm moaning to on the end of the phone. And this person seems to really understand what I'm moaning about. So have you had any success on the dating lines?
I've had negative results actually.
Right, good. And good, because
I've also tried contacting another person.
Okay.
On Facebook.
All right.
That didn't work out either.
Right, okay, good. Now, I'm sorry you're thinking, that crazy woman, she's saying good. But no, because what you need to do is say to the dating agency and ring them up and say to them, well, this isn't working at all. What are you doing your end? Why is it these people are so different than the way they say? And the person that you end up moaning to, or saying that you're dissatisfied with the way this is going and how can this improve, could end up being the person that starts chatting to you. And then they ring you up a little bit later and say, well, how are you doing now? Is it working itself out? Is it better? And the next minute you know, you're bleeding flirting with the person that you were meant to be having a gripe with and a moan with. And this person then seems to want to start contacting you and speaking to you. And all of a sudden you could end up falling for somebody that you started off on the wrong foot with, having a moan and groan at. So everybody you fancy, the first things you say, oh, you really like this, have a moan and groan, and you could end up falling head over heels. I would say July is not the month for this, so if you want to moan and groan, perfectly. If you want to tell somebody how much you care for them and all that stuff, they're going to be bummers. They honestly are. They don't seem to be able to treat you with the respect that you deserve. But a lot of the time it's because you don't think you're going to get it anyway. So how can I make this work for you if you don't think that you're going to get the perfect person anyway? I said to you, your head is crazy. Your heart just wants to be loved. But your head is stopping it at this moment because it's looking there and thinking you're going to be let down again. So stop it. That's what I said. Tell your heart it's his turn. And you say, through the whole month of August is my heart's turn. And I'm just going to go out there and let my heart go. I'm going to say what I feel, and I'm not going to let my head put myself off. All right? And then you tell it can have another go in September. but August is for your heart. And as soon as you do that, you'll find somebody that you absolutely fall head over heels with. And guess what? They love you back. I know you think, oh, that's impossible, that's never going to happen. But it's because you've been thinking so negative for such a long time now that your head says, all right, okay, we give up, we surrender.
Where is it?
No. This person comes with a few challenges themselves. This means, I don't mean physically, I mean that they've been in a relationship that was awful and they're scared of committing. But you only know how to commit one way, full on, so you're perfect for them. So they'll be scared and they'll say things, they'll say, well, I don't know if I can commit because I'm scared. You have to understand that that's exactly what they are, that they're scared. And if you understand that, and you work through that, because you're scared too, and if you say, look, I'm scared, you just might be the same as everybody else, where it's not going to go anywhere, and I've wasted my money and my time. Because at the end of September time, you will no longer be on any dating place at all. You could actually be in love with the person that is talking to you all the time. And you'll love it. You'll absolutely love it because they'll stay up all hours of the day and night. You are so strange. They're just for sleeping.
Do you have the ability to find out a letter of the name of the person?
Of the letter. Okay. Let me just carry on talking and then see. Laura. I've been given Laura.
I don't actually know her.
That's fine. No, I hope you don't know her, because if you know her, she's not the right person for you because you haven't found the right person yet. You're going to have to wait until August time. I think roughly round about the 3rd, so anything after the 3rd, that you're giving yourself the opportunity to find somebody or to allow somebody to come into your life, okay? So anything beforehand, you just think this is confidence boosting. It's you getting to know, anybody. It's you clearing your mind. It's you saying what you think is crap and what you think is good. It's clear it all out so that you start in there. Sing. Go out and put your favourite music on and sing your living lungs off of it. Chuck it all out there. Just stir up the energy inside of your heart so that it remembers what it likes and what it doesn't like, and so that it still has that same uniqueness and that passion that you end up feeling, and that is absolutely amazing for you. Okay? So this is going to be the cycle that you never look back from. And you can keep pushing it away and pushing it away, but it's going to come whether you keep pushing it away or not. Because there's Tesco's here, and there you are at home. Whether you like it or not, you're still going to get there. You can go all around the town and all around the mulberry bush and go back home, and then you'll still get there. So you can take this straightforward road and take what I offer you and take it now. Or you can bead around the bush here and go all over the place, but you're still going to have them. They're not destined for anybody else, they're destined for you. So wouldn't you rather have the next 40, 50 years with this person, the right person, than you would 20 years? So stop beating around the bush here and take that as a good clip round the ear from me. Sorry if I sound so mean.
Another thing I've been doing recently has been trying to move to my place.
Good.
I'm not.
It's not happening. But it will happen. And I think it will happen over the next few months here, that it will happen. I would certainly say there's a lot of packing up boxes and changing things around. And you need to get rid of a load of crap that you don't really need, because you have to have room for somebody else to move in or to share the place with you. Because the place where you are now is not a healthy, good environment for you to be living and for your new partner to be living in. You'll want more space.
So I'll be getting this partner before I go.
Yeah, Oh yeah, you don't think we're going to let you choose a property on your own, do you? If I'm going to move in with you, obviously not me physically, as you'll be thinking, oh God, what a nightmare that is. Oh my God, my psychic's moving in as well. There's going to be 3 of us. We're going to be well overcrowded. But actually, what she'll do is she'll come and make the choice with you. So this is the only reason that you're hanging on at this moment in time. You're just waiting for that transformation to come in for you to get the right person so that you can do these things together. You like together. It's a good word for you. And to be able to actually do that. And I'll tell you what, you won't probably admit it. You'll probably go off into your bedroom and you'll have a good little toot because you'll think to yourself, my God, I'm so happy. I've been waiting for this happiness for such a long time. And yeah, all right, she comes with a lot of baggage that she takes a while to relax and stuff. But she's my baggage, she's for me. And I think the 2 of you then will subscribe to doing something together. So you'll take up a hobby and you'll do something here together. But the way it makes you feel so well and so good. And you're not then thinking about how you feel, and I don't feel too good, and I feel depressed, and I feel this. You won't be thinking about that because you'll have her to think about. And you'll be thinking about her every second of the day. Oh my God, you're never going to get any work done. But you're going to be thinking about her so much of the time of what you're going to do together and how you're going to share this quality time that you take on so much more adventurous hobbies and things like that. But your loyalty is second to none. Your loyalty is brilliant. And her loyalty is the same. She's been hurt. You've been hurt. So the 2 of you can match it up together. But your honesty at the beginning to say you're not the best person in a relationship because you don't know what works, because nothing has worked for you before. So just say, look, let's take one day at a time and let's just work together. So if you do something I don't like, I'm going to tell you. But if I do something you don't like, please tell me and tell me back. And then, as I said, your strength, it'll be the first time in your life you're not thinking about health. You're actually thinking about fun. You're actually thinking about feeling for the first time. And you are never going to be normal, but you'll feel great normal. Because you're not meant to be the same as everybody else. You're meant to be somebody who's pioneering. And they always say the most craziest people in the world are the people that come to change the world. And that's what you've come to do. You've come to change it. You've come to improve it. People will be glad to know you. And the knowledge that you have is good. Do you play on the... You're good at the computer?
Yeah, I'm on the computer.
Right, all the time. Yeah, all the time. Do you, I was going to say, do you invent things? But that's a stupid thing to say. Do you play games? Do you?
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, I bet you make cracking music.
Jungle and drum and bass.
Yeah, but I bet you make cracking music because it's about your talents that you do from home, from the quietness of your home, is what you're going to explode onto the world. So the world is not ready for you yet. But it's going to be ready for you in the next few years. And over the next few years, this becomes building of a relationship. It finds you the best security that you've had in your life. And so that every ounce of happiness that's inside of you will then go into the music, and you will make worldwide music. Music that will travel and take itself on. A holidaymaker might pick it up and have some of your music and then take it off and tell somebody else, and then somebody else tells somebody else. And it's got its own little track and its own little journey. And you won't have left the comfort of your own home. How can it go round and do these things? Because it's faith. It's about karma. It's about finding that you're all right. And you need to know that's exactly what you are. You're absolutely perfect. But you are perfect for the person that is coming up and that is going to be literally, physically and mentally stood next to you, sharing those feelings and emotions. And then you'll let your heart control your music. You'll let your heart control your loving environment, your surroundings. You'll let it all come together. And as I said, for the first time in your life, you'll know what it's like to be truly happy on all levels. And then we can turn your brain back on. And then you can start thinking and behaving and acting and thinking things more in a business-wise and looking after finances and security, rather than struggling and feeling that everything in your life is about a struggle. So that's what we're fixing, and that's what we're putting right.
Okay,
You have to give us a bit of faith. Yep, ask your question.
Why I've been drinking alcohol on a regular basis.
Right, well, she's going to put a stop to that. Okay, so, but you need to make sure that you put a stop to it, or you start doing things like that yourself. You can't get into this. Your heart can only take one thing. And if you find that you're getting yourself drunk, and you're getting yourself because it's covering up the loneliness, it's not actually covering up the loneliness, it's stopping you from feeling the real feelings inside of your heart. And that person only wants the best of you and the right things from you. So it is just an addiction. It's something that you're putting there. You're putting there to subsidise your love. As I said to you, you're going to get to Tesco's, but if you keep continuing on and going on drinking and stuff, guess what? You won't recognise the signs. And you might think that everybody's called Laura, because your hair to be twisted and if you're all over, you go, oh, that sounded like Laura, I think I'll date her. When actually that's who it is, she's waiting for you. She's actually got dyed hair, it's red hair she's got, but it's dyed red. So her hair is quite dark normally. It's down on her shoulders, so it's quite funny. I think she's sort of into sort of much more sci-fi stuff or that type of thing, because I keep seeing things going by really quickly, and as I don't understand them, yeah, I think she's definitely younger than you. So to have walked, and when you think you're only born in 1981, for God's sake, you're young. Well, you are. And then to have somebody else that is, you know, younger than you to have been through such a messy breakup that she has. She might have already been married and been divorced, or if not, she's lived with somebody because she's so badly hurt that she doesn't trust anybody, and she thinks that you'll throw her out if she moves in, and that's why she wants to choose a house. So if you end up choosing a house and moving somewhere else, then you'll be in there 5 minutes, and then she'll come off with you and she'll choose another house with you. But you might as well, as I said, give your heart a break, okay? You do that and it'll be yours, okay? So you can't stop this from happening, it's going to happen. So you need to be aware of when it's happening. So give up the booze, alright? Find something else, at least eat. You're such a skinny little wren over there. You take up food nibbling instead of drink. Then when you come here next year, I'll be saying, hello, you're the new gorgeous lady that I've been introduced to. And you'll be turning around saying, you won't recognise me, I'm like a Teletubby now, it's your fault, I'm eating instead. No, it's just your nervous energy is burning itself up there. But it's your way of covering things up. Please don't cover things up anymore, all right? Face the reality. You say to yourself every single day, I choose to be happy, healthy, and in love, all right? Happy, healthy, and in love. You're entitled to it. It's your time. Last year wouldn't have been your time. The year before wouldn't have been your time, but it is now, okay? So good luck to you. Thank you. Thank you.